mother,
father,
mentor.
nurse, confidant.
Each day, a teacher plays all of these roles.
Inspire us to follow our dreams.
Encourage us to become the best version of ourselves.
Motivate us to try new and difficult things.
Alright, my name is Zach Trunzo, and I'd like to thank Miss Phelps. Well, that's what she's known to me as. Now she's formally known as Mrs. Jackson. And I had her for biology, and I'd like to thank her for being just a down-to-earth teacher and always willing to help and being nice to us. And not just being a teacher to us, treating us like an adult. And I just always had fun and look forward to going to her class every day.
All right, I'd like to thank Mr. DeFelice for everything he's taught me over the years. And I only had him in class once or twice, but he's taught me many life lessons, and his lectures are great. So I've taken many points from him.
I'd like to thank Mr. Wobble for everything he's done in class. He's brought back the love of food for me, and I'd just like to thank him for that.
I'd like to thank Mr. Fike for always making class fun and making my senior year very enjoyable and always pushing me to do my best.
That was good, I like it.
Hi, I'm Madison McMeans.
And I'm Gracie Miller.
And we're here to thank all of the teachers that have impacted us throughout our high school journey.
Yes. So first we'll start off with Mr. Gerba for being the greatest homeroom teacher over our 4 years of our high school experience.
And I want to thank Mr. West for challenging us in physics and always taking the time to explain problems with us and sit us down and help us throughout our journey in physics.
And also not getting frustrated with us when we don't understand the problem.
We also want to thank Mr. Gerba and Mr. Affel for listening to the joke of the day every day and
for the past 2 years. We'd also like to thank Miss Mazurik for letting us experience Interact and Relay for Life. As you see, we have the shirts on for Relay.
We also want to thank Mr. Madar for always keeping his class enjoyable and fun and easy for us to understand.
Yep, and we will always remember that Constantinople fell in 1453.
And we want to thank, I want to thank Mr. Brain for helping me decide what I wanted to do for college and finding that I wanted to do business and go to Duquesne and that kind of stuff.
I'd also like to thank Mr. Champ for swaying my mind from being a lawyer to going into the medical field.
And we also want to thank Mr. Corona for just being a really fun teacher for both of us.
And I'd also like to thank Mr. Brown for making my experience with the Algebra 1 Keystone enjoyable.
Just thanks to all the other teachers that we can't really recall everything you've done for us, but that have impacted us throughout our high school journey.
Yes, we'll never forget you guys.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott. I'd like to thank Mr. Day, teaching us that hard work really means something, and not everything's a free pass.
Hi, my name is Mario Shepis.
And I'm Jake DeMare. And
we love physics. Mr. West, ninth period has usually been a real rough time for me.
Naps.
Yeah, I get really tired, but I actually enjoyed it this year, even though I occasionally did nap, but I had fun.
Mr. West, you'll never admit it, but you are the smartest man in the world, hands down. Adam Savage has no competition.
I love you.
You know you feel it too.
I learned that from your class, Mr. West, that any problem can be solved by F equals MA.
And I learned, Mr. West, that you are the GOAT.
And that any problem can be solved using the 4-step process.
Step 1, try yourself, fail. Step 2, look in the book, fail. Step 3, ask a Mardic, probably fail. Step 4, ask Mr. West, get more confused, and then proceed to fail.
Or Brandon. Either one works.
Hi, Mr. West. Perfect.
Hi, my name's Christian Campus. Most of you guys probably know me as Campus. And I'd like to give 5 shout-outs today. Number 1 to Mr. Gerba for always being the good guy on Twitter and always showing me some love when I attended the sports games. Number 2 to my girl Jay Speegs for writing those passes to the media center as fast as possible and always being diligent on her work. Number 3 goes out to Mr. Champ for showing me how to study and preparing me for college. I also would like to give a shout out to Senor Nichols for discussing fantasy football with me in class and being friendly and talkable to. And then my last shout out goes to my boy, Mr. Madar. You know why, Wolfpack gang for life. It's me and you to the end, brother. Thanks.
I'd like to thank all my teachers for all their hard work and dedication. I can't explain how much that means to me. Trying to make it through high school, your support has always meant a lot to me. Especially like to thank all the teachers that helped with preparation for the AP test, especially Mr. Madar, Mr. Fell, Mr. Gerba, all of you guys. Really, it goes a long way, and the hard work has paid off for me, and all of your support really just, I can't even begin to explain how much that's done for me. So thanks again for all your help, and best of luck moving forward. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Holden Zerba, and in a few months, I'll be graduating, and that's pretty exciting. But before that, there was a lot of teachers who helped me along the way and get me there. So I just wanted to extend a special thank you to every teacher in the school district who has guided me in some way towards my career path and everything like that. But a special thank you to Mr. Affel and Mr. Madar for really being hands-on in their approach to founding JSA with me. They've really believed in myself and the officers, from just getting enough officers or people interested in the club to even start it, to having close to 20 to 25 members for our first year, and putting up with my craziness and wanting to do all these crazy things like go to out-of-state conferences in New York and such. Another thank you to Miss Wyclaw. You've really prepared me for my career, not just by being in the classroom, but being as a friend outside of classroom with musical and being there when I needed you to. And also thank you for letting me back in musical after I quit freshman year, which was the dumbest mistake of my entire high school career. But just a special thanks to everyone who has guided me along my way.
Ian and I would like to thank Ms. Benedict for everything she does for our school. She works tirelessly to find ways to make our school a better place. And I've personally had her for Media Center internship, and that's always been fun. It's been a great experience. But really, everything she does in the building is really just something that I'm very thankful for.
Although I wasn't in the class, all of our hard work and dedication surely prevailed, is what I can see in the Media Center. And I'd like to thank her for including me in all the videos and short skits that we had. They were very funny, and I hope you guys enjoy them.
Thanks again, Ms. Benedict.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Fike for just being a great teacher, making math fun, helping you out all the time. I've done community service with him. We got the job done, but having him all 4 years for math, it was just a good time.
And
it works out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mr. DeFelice for being really motivational and teaching me one of the most interesting classes I've ever learned, and making sure I always do good in school. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, I'm Ian Watson. I'd like to thank Ms. Galley for helping continue my math career here at Elizabeth Ford, and always being after school to help students in need, who need extra help in math. It really helped me. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Klubert, and I just wanted to thank my teachers for helping to prepare me for my future.
Hi everyone, I'm Jules Jones, and I'm just here to thank all of my teachers for encouraging me and supporting me throughout my high school career, and also for empowering me to pursue my dreams and to live a successful life.
Hi, I'm Kinsey, and I would just like to thank Miss Millern for always being there for me and teaching me so much about my voice. And I would like to thank Mr. Huber for, again, always being there for me and letting me have many emotional breakdowns in your room. So, thank you.
All right, so I guess I want to start by thanking all my senior teachers, because I really was not here this year, and y'all really were on my side. Mr. Byers, I'm sorry I never gave you your cookies for that B you gave me in gym. And Mr. Getzy, you still owe me $10 because Clareton won the championship. Oh, and Mr. Moon, I want to thank you for coming to school in that hot dog suit the one day. That really just made another day a better day. Jeff?
Most importantly, I'd like to thank Mr. Day for teaching me all the little life lessons and things as the years went on. And Mr. Byers, I'd like to especially thank you for being a huge part of getting my driver's license.
Oh, and Mr. McManus and Ms. Fusco, I appreciate you guys just letting me sit in the guidance office.
I'm Shayna. I'm Kalissa.
And we wanted to thank Mr. Cham for teaching us how to study, because without him, I don't think we'd be as prepared for college.
And thank you for teaching us how to work independently and also work with like a partner, and also how to study.
I'd like to thank Miss Herbs for always being there when I was sick and helping me out, talking to me when I needed advice or when I just needed someone to talk to. It's been a great 4 years. I hope you do well the rest of your career here at EF. Thank you, Mr. Fike, for helping me get through these 4 years and be entertained. I want to thank you for helping me get ready and prepare for the Insulation Union and for making me laugh all the time. Thank you, Mr. Fike. I want to thank you, Mr. Farm, for all the times you've let me come down to your class, take tests, make up homework, and for all the times you just watched out for me and helped me get through these 4 years. Thank you, Mr. Farm.
Hi, my name is John Devine. I would like to thank all the teachers for pushing me to be a better student and becoming the person I am today.
Hi, so I'm Savannah, and I have a couple teachers that I'd like to thank. The first one being Miss Wyclaw. She has been basically my musical mom for 4 years, always striving me to do better. It's just always, like, even when I had her in English, she was always there. She always pushed me harder to achieve what I needed. There's just so much that I just can't say right now. My second teacher would probably be Miss Mellern, for she found my passion with photography. I went to MadFest with her. It was great. It was such an amazing experience, and she pushes me as well for my singing career and my photography career. And the last teacher I would like to thank is Miss Bowden. I never had her in class because, you know, I took Spanish instead of French, but she was my swim coach. Whether it was assistant or head coach, she was just there, always giving me a hard time. You know, we play around and everything, but she cares, and that means a lot to me. So thank you to all three of those.
I'd like to thank Mr. Day for always pushing me to do my best, Miss Rowe, Mr. Parm for helping me, Miss Benedict for being there for me, and Mr. Brown for talking tech with.
Hi, I'm Jules.
I'm Jake.
And we're here to thank Mr. Call. Go ahead.
You said you were gonna speak first.
I didn't know what to say. Restart. Hi, I'm Jules.
And I'm Jake.
And we're here to thank Mr. Call.
Are you starting?
It's for you to go.
Okay, fine. Okay, you never specified.
I don't know what to say yet, Jake. Hi, I'm Jules.
And I'm Jake.
And we're here to thank Mr. Call.
We just had to thank Mr. Call for everything he's done for us. We spent a lot of time with him, obviously, and really what he's done for us is just opened up opportunities for us to learn, not just in the classroom, but outside of it. And of course, with his field trips and all of his other learning experiences, I genuinely have to say thank you for everything that you've done for us and for so many other kids, helping us to learn, like I said, outside the classroom and learn different things.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Call, for allowing me to explore different career options and especially find an interest in engineering for myself personally. But thank you so much for allowing us to expand outside of the classroom and learn new things, and especially we got to make the STEM team, so that was a lot of fun. And we got to make Waste on Wheels, so that was a really great memory throughout our high school career.
Thanks, Mr. Call.
Thanks, Mr. Call.
Hi, I'm Tanner Crackle. I would just like to throw a shout out personally thanking Miss Milliron for everything she's done for me over the past couple years. I came in the beginning of junior year not knowing where I wanted to go after high school. I was torn between the medical field, even aviation. And through her multimedia production class, I was able to find my true passion and actually be able to thrive in something. And this is what I'll be pursuing in college. And I would just like to personally thank you for all the dedication, all the support you've given me over the last couple of years, and all the respect that I've earned. I would just like to personally thank you.
All right, so we all gathered here today to thank Ms. Kivador, Ms. Corson, Ms. Huber, Mr. Huber, and Mrs. Blackwood for. Can we restart? Can we restart this? All right, fine. So, no.
Oh,
All right, so we're all here to thank you for letting us all in Partners PE. Yeah, it's a class that we all love dearly. Ryan and I are going into special education just because of Partners PE. So is Maddie. So 50% of us here are going into special education, mainly because of what you guys have done for us, and it really means a lot to us.
I'd like to say thank you to Ms. Kivador for taking over this year, and also with the intramural sports and just being a big hand this year and just helping us with everything.
I'd like to thank Ms. Corson for stepping up to the plate this year when Ms. Blackwood left, and you really took charge in the Partners program. And also thank you for letting me come in your room all the time and gossip to you about everything. So thank you.
I would like to thank Mr. Huber for the same exact thing and always putting up with me complaining, and for showing me how much he actually cares about all the kids in the program, because it means a lot to us.
I would like to thank you all for allowing me to be a part of the program for 2 years in a row. It meant a lot to me, and it really changed how I think about a lot of things in life.
I would also like to thank you guys for accepting me for my second year. It really helped me with my people skills because I'm not really like a big talker, but I also made a lot of new friends and I'm grateful for that. Hopefully they'll last a lifetime. I'd also like to thank Ms. K for stepping up to the plate. It means a lot to us in the program and it means a lot to the athletes as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I would like to thank 2 teachers today. I'm going in ABC order, so there's no bias. The first is Mr. Champ. Thank you for teaching me about college and how to study and actually making us take a final because no one else ever did, so I never knew how to study for one before. And it just meant a lot how you were literally a mentor and you were like an uncle to me. And the second teacher is Mr. Madar. Thank you for actually making history fun, and no other history teacher will ever stand out to me the way that you will and do. Even in college, I feel like you'll always still be my favorite history teacher, and that should mean a lot coming from me because I hate history. So thank you guys.
I would like to give a shout out to Mr. Day because when I first started taking physics, I really didn't like him because he wouldn't answer any of my questions. But it was because I would always just say, I need help, I don't know what I'm doing. But he'd push me to say, ask a question. And I had to actually ask him what I was learning. And he pushed me to do better and pushed me to figure out physics. And it actually made me like the class. So thank you, Mr. Day.
All right, I'd like to thank. Oh my God. That was. All right, we're cutting that. All right. I'd like to say. Oh my God, I can't say it. I didn't think they were listening. All right, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Yingling. When you pushed me in basketball freshman year, you really showed me how to be a man and how to balance school and sports, and taught me how you can teach class and still have a lot of fun in there. As you can see, I still can't speak English, but you taught me a lot about history and modern Western Civ. And I'd also like to say thank you to pushing me to maybe do athletics in college and just pushing me to do it and showing me what's wrong and what's right. So thank you.
Mr. Glass, your 2 favorite students right here. We just want to thank you for teaching us all about the X, Y, and Z axis, CAD money, do or die, young money, breathe on our block, you're going to get.
Amen. Also, thank you for teaching us how to calibrate the optometer. Very, very good times. I was in your class for all 4 years, and I like the freedom that you gave us to work independently on our work.
You're a great teacher, Mr. Glass. You're really an undervalued teacher in this building, but I really enjoyed taking all your classes. I don't regret it. We're all friends in CAD.
CAD money.
Hola, señor. Me llamo Sergio.
Hola, señor. Me llamo. How do you say it again? Me llamo Don Santiago.
Gracias por. I forget the rest. I'll speak in Spanish.
Yo hablo inglés.
Nosotros amor tú, señor. Muy. muy.
Boom, CN.
Done.